Alright, welcome back to my channel where math is made easy. So in this video, as the title suggests, we're going to look at how do we add and subtract fractions. Alright, so we're still in the fraction series, so we're going to dive in. But before we go any further, remember to put in the comment section where you're watching us from, and also remember to go subscribe, like this video, and share this video. Alright, let's go right into it. So we're gonna do some examples where we have same denominators. No, those are quite simple because if you have the same denominators, all you're doing is adding the numerator or subtracting the numerator and keep that old denominator. So let's look at that one. So that's equal to 2 plus 1, that's 3, and you're keeping the old denominator. All right, so those are super simple. Once they have the same denominator, all you do, you keep the old denominator and add the numerators or subtract the denominators in the case of subtraction. All right, so that's 3 minus 2 equals 1, and you're keeping the denominator. Now let's dive into where the denominators are different. Those are usually the ones that people are a little iffy about. All right, once the denominators are different, one method of doing this is to find the LCM, meaning the least common multiple of the denominators. Now let's look at example 3. So in this case, my denominators are 6 and 2, right? What would be the LCM of 6 and 2? For those of us who cannot find LCM, so let's quickly go. Multiples of 6, multiples of 2, so that's 6, 12, 18, and we can stop there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, we can stop there. Now, if you notice, common to these, we have 6, we have 12, and if we had continued, we'd have had more. Now, you're usually told to use the lowest one because it makes your life easy as it relates to simplifying at the end. But if you went ahead and used 12, it would have still been correct. It's just that at the end you would have to simplify, and I would have done a video on simplifying fractions, so you can go ahead and watch that one just in case you would have done something like this where you didn't use the lowest or the least common multiple, you just use any common multiple. You can watch that video to see how to simplify your answer. But you're usually told to use the least because it makes your result simplified. All right, so let's go. So I'm going to use, in this case, my least or my lowest, 6. Now, my next step is to divide the denominator into your LCM. So that 6 into 6 goes 1 time, and then I'm going to multiply that 1 by my numerator. All right, so that's 1 times 5, 5. Now, this one, 2 into 6, 3 times, so I'm going to multiply that by my numerator. That's 3 ones, 3, and that is equal to 8 over 6. Now, you would have seen in one of my previous videos where we did changing improper fraction to mixed number. You can go ahead and change that. How do we change that again? You can go and always refresh yourself with that. Now, it's the denominator into the numerator, so that's 1, and we have 2 remainder, and I'm keeping my old, so I can simplify that. So that's 1 and 1 over 3. All right, another way is that we could have found equivalent fractions for both of these. So we could have found equivalent fractions for both of those, but I'll do that in another video just to show you how to use that method. All right, so let's look at this one. What would be my LCM for this one? Let me erase this. For my LCM for 5, have found one, so we can stop right there. So I know that I'm using 15. All right, 5 into 15, 3 times 3 fours, 12, minus 3 into 15, 5, 5 ones, 5. And 12 minus 5 is 7 over 15. So our answer is 7 over 15. 12 minus 5, 7. And you put back your denominator. Now, let's examine these where we have mixed numbers into place. You can always go ahead and just add the whole numbers, but I prefer to use the method where we change it to improper fractions. Why? Because when it reaches to subtraction, there are some cases where not everybody can manipulate that, because there are some cases where you'll have to do a little bit more work dependent on the fractions. All right, so let's change to mixed number. In another video, I might do the other method where you can add the whole number or subtract the whole number and then do the fraction. So we'll look at that in another video. But for now, we're going to use the method where we change the mixed number to improper fractions, and we would have already done a video for that. So I'll put the link in the description section and you can go and watch that one too. All right, so that's 3. Remember, then multiply, then add and keep method, the MAC method. So that's 3, 2, 6, and 1, 7. And you keep the denominator. 1 times 4, 4, plus 2, that's 6 over 4. And we're gonna go ahead now and solve those. So the LCM for 2 and 4, that's 4, all right? 2 into 4, 2 times. So that's 2 times 7. Now we're doing it the same as we would have done these. The only difference with this is that we turned it to an improper fraction, and then we solve it the same way we did that. So that's 14 plus 6, because 4 into that 1, so that's 6 over 4, and our answer is gonna be 5. All right. Let's take this one. So that's, remember, multiply, the MAC method, multiply, then add, and you keep the denominator. 4, 4, 16, and 3, 19, keep the denominator. All right, 2 over 5. What's my LCM? 20. 4 into 20 goes 5 times 5, 9, 1, 5, 5, 1, 5, so that's 95, right? Minus 5 into that, 4. All right, so that's 95 minus 8, that's gonna give me 87 over 20. Notice we have an improper fraction, so we can go in and change. So that's 4 times, and I'll have a 7 remainder. All right, and that's your answer. Now I want you to go ahead and try these. Remember, when you're trying, always pause the video and then come back. All right, so welcome back. Let's work them together. So that's 21 over 5 plus 2 over 6. My LCM, 30. 5 into 30, that's 6 times. 6, 1, 6. 6, 1, 6. 6, 2 is 12. So that's 126. All right, and that's 5. Let's write that. 6 into 35, so that's 10. So that's equal to 136 over 30. And you can always go ahead and simplify that because it's an improper fraction. Let's go into this one. 6, 5, 30. And then add. So that's 33 over 5 minus 2, 4 is 8, 9 over 4. Again, my LCM is 20. That's 4. 4, 3 is 12. 4, 3 is 12. 13. Alright, so you can always go ahead and solve those. So that's 132. Alright, so that's 132 minus 45. 87 over 20. And this we can go ahead and simplify. So that's 4 and 7 over 20. Alright, now put in the comment section if you got them correct. I hope this video would have helped you, and please remember to go watch those videos, the previous videos that will help you to do these. All right, thank you for watching.